Ram ki Seeta or Shyam ki Geeta. What was the story behind that?
Oh, it was to be a comedy of errors, and obviously one set of twins getting mixed up with another set of twins. So how they get into it and then out of it and yet come out. It developed from the thought of the climax of Seeta or Geeta.
Oh wow!
When we had a little mix-up at the end. If you remember Seeta or Geeta, he goes from one suit because she's playing, no, you're in the wrong room, and you're in the wrong room, and then they all laugh about it at the end. So that little mix-up set us off, let's make a little big mix-up.
Okay.
That's how we started to think about it, but found it very complicated, and the situations not as believable as we would have liked them to be. So we thought not every idea needs to be pursued if it doesn't seem to be working. If organically you don't find it coming forth,
Okay.
then it's not worth, because then you will just keep pushing something into place, nailing it into place, and then the final product will show all your efforts misplaced.
Right. And you had a fixation with the letter S in your
My first film was Andaz.
yeah, absolutely. And then after
And
that,
Bunyad was
yeah.
with a B.
But after Seeta or Geeta, all the films seem to have the letter S
that
with all
just
the
happened to me. Now, Seeta or Geeta was a very nice name. It could have been called Geeta or Seeta, but Seeta or Geeta sounded better. So it got an S. Surely again, the meaning of it was more important. The embers and that revenge, sense of revenge that was needed by Sanjeev Kumar's character.
Mm.
So that was the main story of the film. So it was apt for that. Shan was all
Brilliant.
So again, and of course Sagar was by the seaside. So what better title than Sagar?
In Shakti, was it true that Mr. Bachchan wasn't actually written into character in that film? Did he come in much later?
No. We were thinking and toying with taking a newer actor. There was this young man who had come into the industry just then, Mr. Raj Babbar. We did a test as well and liked it, but then Mr. Bachchan heard of it and wanted to know why were we planning a film without him. I said, we'd love to have you, but the role is not as you reached a kind of a place that it's more of the father's film. I said, I'll make it my own. And it's not like he forced himself in, but he was feeling left out. Emotionally, the attachment that we had worked together made Sholay, made him feel that why can't we continue with this relationship?
And his favourite, Mr. Dilip Kumar was also part of the film as well. So that was the only time they worked together.
Correct, the one and only time.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wouldn't hesitate for a moment if he really wanted to be in knowing that this was the situation. And as it turned out, he made a hell of a lot of difference coming into the film, because that takkar with the two of them, which is not a real takkar, but there is this emotional gap of a child growing up with the sense that my father doesn't love me enough.
Yeah.
Stayed with him.
And it worked so good because there was less dialogues and everything, but it was
Correct.
more portrayal through
But
emotions.
it goes through emotions,
Absolutely.
which I couldn't have got through a newer actor, and he was absolutely the only person who could have really played it. But I didn't want to take unfair advantage of him either.
Yeah.
So it was nice coming from him. I felt very elated that he said that. And he was in. And history
Perfect.